Critical Role's video game plans are finally here, but they're not what you expected.
What a twist!
Welcome to Above the Table. Today we're talking about the big Critical Role video game news. Before we dive into today's videos, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons so we can keep making videos just like this one. Now, on to the news. Today, Critical Role announced a brand new partnership with Ad Hoc Studios on multiple projects, including the long-awaited Critical Role video game. While Ad Hoc has been around since 2018, their first video game, Dispatch, is set to be released later this year. They're also supposedly developing Wolf Among Us 2 based on the Fable franchise, although that project may have been cancelled at some point, and we've heard various stories about that over the last couple of years. In fact, some of the folks behind Ad Hoc Studio are ex-Telltale employees, just to give you an idea of what sort of games they're making. Dispatch is actually a major part of this video game announcement, as Critical Role plans to develop this dysfunctional superhero workplace comedy game into multiple projects, including an animated series, tabletop games, and merchandise. This marks the first time that Critical Role has partnered with another studio to make tabletop and animated content based on someone else's IP, instead of doing something like outright buying the IP like they did for Midst. As for the Critical Role video game project, we know that it will be set in Exandria and will feature narrative choices similar to Dispatch. So basically, this game will be a narrative adventure game as opposed to an action RPG or platformer or fighting game or anything like that. This game will feature a new storyline and will have some fan-favorite cast members, but will likely be set in between campaigns. Our guess, based on the very scant information that we have available, is that this will be a Mighty Nine themed adventure with some crossover from the Vox Machina cast. Just to be clear, that's our guess, not an official confirmation. The good news is that since this isn't a AAA game, we should see it come out in the next couple of years. And let's face it, a Critical Role narrative game feels more in line with Critical Role's entire ethos and their recent business moves, rather than some big flashy expensive AAA game of some kind. Still, a narrative video game isn't going to draw a ton of outside players to Critical Role unless it receives some major critical acclaim and the writing is seriously top-notch for a game like this. So, are you surprised by the direction of Critical Role's video game plans? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons.